Ah! Oh! Ozzy, are you okay?
Now, most people, when they see an event like this, tend to do this right here. Run up, put their hand on them. Sir, are you okay? But this is bad. Excuse me, son. The first thing that you want to do upon arriving at a scene is to check for any dangers that could be hazardous to the rescuer. Because, let's face it, if you get hurt, now there are 2 victims in a scene where there only were 1. So we want to remove anything that could cause injury to ourselves. After doing that, the first thing that we want to do is we want to immediately go through our ABCs, and we want to activate the emergency medical system. So, let's be honest, everyone has a cell phone. Use your cell phone, call 911. You can operate a cell phone with one hand, and if you need to, put it on speakerphone. You want to make sure that you call 911 as fast as possible to get emergency help on the way. After doing that, we immediately want to check for the airway. We want to look to make sure that he's breathing, that it's clear. So we do the chin lift. Lift it back, open the mouth, check for anything blocking the area. If there's something blocking it, we can do the finger sweep to get it out. We want to check for breathing. We check to see if the chest is rising or falling. If it's not, we want to give 2 rescue breaths. If you don't feel comfortable giving rescue breaths or you don't remember what to do, just go straight into compressions. That's the most important thing. All right, so we check the airways and the breathing. Now we're onto the circulatory system. We can use 2 fingers. We can check right here on the carotid. We can check to see if we feel some pulse. If we do, we know that we don't need to go into CPR. We need to go straight back to rescue breaths. If we don't feel it, we know it's time to move into chest compressions. Now, there's a lot of debate on how to do compressions. In 2005, the American Heart Association mandated that you do a set of 30 compressions and 2 rescue breaths, repeated. And you do it to the rhythm of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. You know, a little groovy, but it helps you keep the 100 compressions a minute that you need. Now, recently the Red Cross has said that they decided to go to all compressions and no breaths. This hasn't quite been adopted yet by all the states, but several, including Arizona, have decided that this is going to be their new CPR protocol. So if you've been trained on something different, use what you've been trained. But the thing is, you need to start compressions and you need to get them going. If you don't remember what to do, just do compressions. All right, so here's how you do proper compression. You start at the xiphoid process, right at the tip, right at the bottom of the rib cage, and you go about 4 fingers up from that. That puts you right on the sternum, and right on the breastbone, and you can feel the indentation right on the chest, and that's where you want to put the heel of your hand, not the palm, not the fist, but the heel. You want to get the full force of your body coming down. You put your hand like that, and you cross using both hands, and you come up above them. Now, it's really important that you get in a good formation because a chest is very rigid, it's hard to compress. And a good chest compression goes down about 2 inches and comes back up. It takes about 100 pounds of force to do that. Now, proper CPR can and will break ribs. So if you hear cracking, that's okay. You need to keep pressing. Because let's be honest, what's better, death or a couple of cracked ribs? Cracked ribs can heal. So we get up and we start by going into sets of 30 compressions followed by 2 rescue breaths. And we continue to do this until you are too tired to continue. Now, professional rescuers like myself are trained to continue until help comes. And really, you should go for as long as you can. But if you reach the point where you're too tired to continue, you need to stop so that way, again, you don't become a victim as well. So that's how to do CPR like a professional. Remember, it's up to you in the field to do something. Even if you don't know exactly what you're doing, do something rather than nothing to save their life. Without you, the risk of them surviving significantly decreases. And this is something that affects us all. All of us know people who have suffered from a heart attack at one time or another. And having a heart attack in the field can be one of the scariest things a person can go through. Having a steady, stable person like yourself helping them out can go a long way towards their recovery. And think about it, you might just save someone's life.